And with a single snap, Thanos could wipe out half of the universe's population. Oh, and also simultaneously stimulate and destroy the meme economy for years to come. And yes, this video is just an excuse to reuse my Infinity Gauntlet prop. Listen, this shit wasn't cheap and I'm getting my money's worth out of this piece of plastic. I do really enjoy this prop, but because my pinky is the size of a baby carrot, it's really hard to get that particular finger to move without the ring finger moving at the same time. It's a hard life, but it's my life. Now, if that opening spiel and also the title of the video didn't enlighten you to the topic of today's video, today we're going to be talking about some of those delicious, abstract Thanos memes. But before we dive into that cesspool, I first want to address two specific kinds of Thanos memes. The first being the disintegration meme, because this meme has already come and gone. But in a video about Thanos memes, it has to kind of at least be mentioned. It's like, hey, look at that dude who used to be on Blue's Clues. He's dead now. Sick. No, Shaggy, you're dead now. That's really unfortunate for the Scooby-Doo lore. Okay, that's enough. That's all the mention that meme is getting here. Let's get on to the juicier, more estranged Thanos meme type of the two. Normie Thanos memes, like these monstrosities right here. Thanos, always sitting on the throne. So scary. Deadpool, only guy insane enough to troll Thanos. I wanna fucking die. Or how about this masterpiece? I hope I win best butt chin, then Thanos comes in all, it's too late. Haha, that's one real knee slapper, I'll tell you. Big funnies happening all around here. Fuck off, iTunes update. Here, let me give you one more normie Thanos meme before you find that you've unconsciously reactivated your Facebook account that you could have sworn you deleted in order to avoid all contact with the people that you met in high school. Believe me though, this is a good one, I promise. When her hand is too slow. Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay, that's enough normie Thanos memes for now. We have a lot of other juicier Thanos meme formats that don't originate from the depths of Inger and the iFunny recent tab to look over. The first meme I would like to focus my attention on is the one you may have been seeing going around the most as of late, the Thanos car. Now this meme essentially is a purple truck with a street sweeper looking ass attachment on the front, and this combination of purple and a nutsack chin reminds people of the likeness of Thanos. Now much of the funniness of this meme comes from captions of the meme literally just being nothing but Thanos car. Like the top text and bottom text captions are stylized after accidents like 2000's Velociraptor memes, but they both just say Thanos car, and there have been blendings of different caption types from various memes that all say Thanos car, and they all come together to create rare artifacts like this one. Now the Thanos car can be found in many different places in the wild, like it's in the new Spider-Man game, which is a fantastic game by the way. I totally recommend playing it if you have a PS4. You can also find it in Pokemon trading card packs, where all its moves are Thanos car, and the description of what all those moves do is also Thanos car. Very useful moveset here. And perhaps most interestingly is when the 3D designer over at Cool Shirts managed to come up with when asked to make something Thanos car related. Like many other things on the internet, there was a 1 hour loop of that full video if you needed one for some reason. This meme is just very odd to me. Like, you know how Thanos in the movie sometimes opened that big fuck off portal with the space stone? Some part of me thinks that some alternate version of Thanos decided it would be big funny to send the Thanos car over to our dimension just to see how we would deal with it. He wanted to see how our world's meme economy would be able to deal with the stress of shouldering it. TBH, I really don't know. The next Thanos meme I would like to spend some quality time getting to know is the Thanos Kirby. A rather simplistic meme, but one that has captured my heart regardless. If you are confused as to what I'm referring to, it is this picture of Kirby, where it's just Kirby, but his entire body slash head is just Thanos' easy chin. It's an extreme purple detail, and he's got this really small version of the Infinity Gauntlet plugged onto his nub of a left arm. I'm not sure if he can move the fingers in that thing, to be honest. One of the modern world's greatest mysteries, isn't it? There's more than a few iterations of this meme, like this one guy who decided to give it a true physical form by 3D printing the meme. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how Horcruxes come into creation. You're playing with fire, man. Don't try to play God. Leave that shit to Thanos and Kirby. There's also the drawing someone made of a version of the ending scene of Infinity War where Thanos smiles, relaxes, and watches the sunset fall in a grateful universe, where his armor is off in the distance on a scarecrow in the background. But this time, it's Thanos Kirby, and he's wearing some oven mitten variation of the Infinity Gauntlet. One of the best applications I've seen of Thanos anywhere, to be honest. There's also a Tumblr post claiming that not only does Kirby survive Infinity War, but that he also goes on to defeat Thanos. And out of this post came this legendary image of Kirby just drop-kicking the fuck out of Thanos right in his crescent moon-shaped chest plate. And also here's a very small peek into the strange world of fake death battle screenshots. And it's a matchup somebody, somewhere, somehow conceived of a death battle between Kirby and Thanos. That is just something else, really. Moving on, let's just jump into the funny meme where Doctor Strange says, "Let me guess, you're home?" And then Thanos says the thing where he chuckles and is like, "It was, and it was beautiful." And then at the bit where in the movie, he puts up an image of what Titan looked like before someone took a fat shit on the population. They show a different image of something old. Like, there is, of course, a Fortnite version of this meme, where it shows when Dusty Divot used to be Dusty Depot, and Thanos is all like, it was beautiful, and also one where it's the old Windows desktop background, and when it was just like green hills and stuff. Some people have been going that extra mile with the meme too, where they make full videos of it and green screen the entire background for the entire scene and have the actual dialogue play out. That is pure dedication if I've ever seen it. I think the first one I ever saw in this particular format, where it was a video of Thanos reminiscing the old days of Metal Gear Solid, when it wasn't pig shit levels of bad in the form of Metal Gear Survive. You got people getting all nostalgic for the old days of Naruto before it ended and all that stuff and got its sequel. You got people missing Super Mario Sunshine. You got people missing the old Club Penguin, which, by the way, Club Penguin, you better frickin' add pants. Quackity better not have done that raid for nothing. There was also the one of people hating the Y and wanting the OG PewDiePie weekly series, Fridays with PewDiePie back. Feel like shit, just wandered back. The point of this meme is that you take a new version of something that is typically disliked, and then when Thanos does the boopity boop and makes everything all pretty and nice again, you make the background of slightly shinier Titan the old version of that thing nobody likes the new version of as the background. It's a funny little DLC meme that I think is good for complaining about things like the newer Call of Duties until hopefully Black Ops 4, because Blackout mode actually looks sick. Now, a bit of a smaller segment for this video, but one that I think is definitely worth mentioning is the many faces of Thanos. You've got the one where he's Homer and eating a donut. You've got the Guy Fieri one where he just needs that one last Infinity Stone, the Flavor Stone. There's one where Thanos is mutated to look like the handsome version of Squidward from that one episode of SpongeBob. At one point, Brandon, aka Wild Spartans, posted that image on the Loudmouth Twitter account without the consent of either me or Diesel, and just so we're clear, I was the one who posted the close-up of Thanos Kirby pretty soon after that Squidward Thanos. We are most definitely social media marketing masterminds over on the Loudmouth podcast. But I really do enjoy this format of meme because it pushes my mind to the depths of the uncanny valley, where I often find myself trapped in for days and days on end, scared out of my mind. That being said, I am looking forward to what other Thanos face monstrosities this god-awful world can produce. This next meme we have is another kind of small one, a mini but a goodie if you will. We're in the scene where the Space Avengers and like half the Guardians of the Galaxies all meet up on Titan as they almost successfully execute their plan to pin down Thanos between the 6 of them. Mantis is all like, he mourns, and Drax is all like, what does this monster have to mourn? Because he's super angry that Thanos killed his family or whatever. Understandable, I suppose. And then the next frame of the meme is some sad scene from media or reality, like the end of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time / Darkness, showing that Thanos mourns over that particular thing. The ending of which I will not stay here though, because it doesn't matter how old that game is, it is a timeless story. The sanctity of which must be respected so that every individual on this earth may experience it without any prior spoilers. Another one of these memes that I strongly relate with is the one where it's everybody being in Smash but Waluigi. Some of these really know how to pull at the heartstrings, you feel? The one that probably sent a sniper round through my heart the most directly though is the one where it was just a screenshot of the kid and the dog that got turned into a chimera together in the Full Metal Alchemist series. That kind of thing will crack a man's spine open in anguish, you feel? Now you might be wondering why there are so many formats of meme derived explicitly from Infinity War or even just Thanos as a character. Well, one place where you can find an abundance of Thanos memes might hold some answers for us. There exists a subreddit called r/Thanos did nothing wrong, one which we have discussed several times in Loudmouth's podcast, which you should definitely check out. But the idea of the subreddit is to be a community of people that understand that Thanos did exactly what had to be done, that he really was on the right side of history, and that his cause was the most just of all. But more importantly, there are a fuck ton of Thanos memes there. Now, one of the most exciting things to happen on that subreddit, and you may have heard about this, was when an idea was conceptualized to ban half of the users of that subreddit. And the idea absolutely took off and grew the subreddit by hundreds of thousands of more subscribers. The Reddit staff created a bot specifically for this event because a banning on this scale had never taken place. And it also got so far that the Russo brothers acknowledged it on Twitter by joining the subreddit and saying that they were ready for what was to come. Fucking Josh Brolin, the actor who played Thanos, made a video clip for the event where he snapped his fingers to start off the whole thing. It really was a landmark event in history, I would have to say. In addition to that, another subreddit exists for all the people who got banned, called r/InTheSoulStone. So yeah, cultural phenomena and all that stuff, good times. But while there are many meme formats that came and might still be coming out of Thanos, it amazes me how long Infinity War memes have been able to stay relevant in today's competitive meme market, especially because a lot of them seem to have been derived from just the one character of Thanos. It just kind of shows the behemoth of a movie that Infinity War was, and it also makes me kind of realize that Thanos will probably go down in history as one of those iconic pop culture villains, in the vein of characters like Darth Vader and also Voldemort if you're into dudes without noses. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe. If you guys want to support the channel a bit more directly, you can click that join button next to the subscribe button. Basically what it does is you can donate $5 a month and get extra perks like badges and emotes. It's totally optional, and it's more if you just kind of want to help the channel out a little bit, but either way, it's definitely appreciated. I have a podcast with Wild Spartans Spartans and FPS Diesel called Loudmouse. We upload 2 new episodes every week on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and we're up on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite and on Instagram at Kwite.png. Links to both of those in the description below. And lastly, I also have a Discord server. Link to that in the description as well if you're interested. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see you guys next time.